that, this is also a PAX East story. Some new Star Wars The Old Republic gameplay was released, along with developer commentary.
Yeah, so what the new video shows, which we'll post a link to on our website later on, is it's a walkthrough of the first part of one of the new flashpoints, or I guess you could compare them to instances or dungeons in other MMOs. So it's our first real long look at gameplay, and this game is looking absolutely amazing so far. And it looks pretty polished too. The graphics are fairly good, the animations are amazing. Hopefully it will be a WoW killer, but that's been said about so many other games that I don't know what to believe anymore.
Like, the gameplay did look really polished. The dialogue scene kind of had me a little bit worried. I don't know, it seemed a little bit cheesy.
But it's completely voice acted, Yuri.
And I know it's great compared to any other MMO, but for some reason I think my expectations were a bit too high. And it really looks like they're playing to those World of Warcraft strengths, where everyone is playing their role, and you have like a specific thing that you're doing. You're not just doing whatever and killing enemies. Like, you really have to use tactics and use the right strategy to get through these instances. That's a really good thing in general, but for me, what makes me worried about it is I don't know if I'll be able to find 4 people to play with, or 3 other people to play with. I know Glenn will be getting the game, but...
Well, there's other things to do than the flashpoints. Like in World of Warcraft, I spent 4 or 5 years playing it, and I hardly ever did any instances. So it's not like they're required. Yes, it's fun to play them. What I'm guessing they'll also do is it'll be something like Group Finder in World of Warcraft, or the system they have in Global Agenda, where it will pair you up with other people that fit into different roles, and then let you go through that. I'm sure that they would.
Yeah, I really hope they have that. And one thing that really surprised me is the like commando guy. He and the I forget what the other class was called, but just like the kind of rogue type class, those actually looked like a lot of fun to play.
Yeah, that's the commando and the smuggler.
Yeah, the smuggler. Yeah, it looked fun, even though they weren't swinging around a lightsaber, which I think everyone dreams of when picking up a game like this.
Yeah, one class I'm actually really looking forward to, it's on the Sith side, which I don't really want to play, but I may just for this class, is the Bounty Hunter. They get a bunch of awesome abilities, like you can get flamethrowers and missile launchers and jetpacks and everything, and just completely overwhelm your targets with all these crazy gadgets. So I'm really excited to see how that'll play out, and how it'll compare to the Smuggler too. Or no, not the Smuggler. I guess the Commando is the Republic equivalent.
So, Brett, did you take a look at the gameplay?
I haven't checked out the gameplay. I'll probably check it out after, but I'm just realizing now that I think what most excites me about this is that it's from what I hear, turning out to be a huge, like very viable MMO that is actually just starting out, and that I might actually have a chance to get into right off the bat. Because though I've heard such great things about WoW, and I mean, obviously, my 2 barriers to entry are like everyone's at, just hearing like people at level 85 and just hearing them say like, oh, how much fun they're having. It's like, I know like it'll take me hours and hours just to get to that, and which I don't want to put up with. Secondly, not having really other people to play with at my level. So I mean, actually having the Star Wars world, which I mean, for me, like, I totally want to check that out, because right now I'm just thinking of Star Wars Battlefront, which is freaking awesome. And so clearly just doing these huge epic battles in that universe kind of speaks for itself. And then, if they add the ability to pair up with people based on rank and roles required, that could really help me get into a game like this.
Even mediocre Star Wars games, when you throw in that John Williams Star Wars score, they're just amazing no matter what, pretty much. Just when you hear either that Imperial theme or just the classic Star Wars theme, it just sends a rush of adrenaline through you.
I'm guessing that a lot of the music is going to be new for this game, though, since there's nothing to do with Imperials or anything like that in this game. They'll keep the main theme for sure, but...
Even in when they're talking to the guy in the gameplay video, the music in the background was similar to what was in one of the Star Wars movies. So, Aaron, did you have a chance to watch it?
Yeah, I'm just kind of half watching it right now, actually. It definitely does look. It looks pretty sweet, actually. I remember playing like the first Knights of the Old Republic game, so I'm having a bit of nostalgia here too on like the first Xbox. This is only on PC though, isn't it? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it definitely looks like something I would enjoy, but probably not something I'll actually be able to get into. I'm not much of a PC gamer, so.
But the idea of it being out there is exciting for us,
Yes.
for Aaron and us Mac people.